Washtenaw County, Michigan, in a Washtenaw County Court, which is probably Ann Arbor. I believe Ann Arbor is the county seat of Washtenaw County. A young man is having a bond hearing. I believe he was already out on bond and had his bond revoked because basically he cut off his tether. Now, let's see what's in store for this young man as he faces this judge right here who cracks me up. Go ahead.
That's the case of the people versus Marquesi Hankey.
Marquesi. Look at the way the judge looking already. Did y'all see that face?
Attorney Kevin son, except
This looks like a really young guy.
All right, it's your motion.
There's probably previous hearing. My client's bond vote from privilege jail suspended due to allegations that he cut off tether and contacted the complainant. Following that particular bond hearing, I instructed my client not contact the complainant victim period in the jail. I also instructed my client that if allowed to be back on bond, we would ask the court to hopefully to reinstate his original bond tether. I would note that he has no prior felony conviction whatsoever. Following the submission.
In case y'all didn't hear, because I can barely understand what the guy say, but maybe it's just my headphones. He's back in there because he cut off his tether, and the lawyer has a motion in to request that he can stay, that they reinstate his bond, his original bond, and that there's no new bond, so he can basically get out right away, from what I'm understanding. Go ahead.
Submission of my motion. I did read the people's response, which I guess there's been allegations that my client had contacted the plaintiff subsequently. Now, I just found out today some transcripts. Obviously, people address this. Some of the language that was used in our conversation, I don't have phone conversations myself, but I will admit that it seems that my client had contacted the plaintiff even after the bond.
Okay, this seems like whatever the original case is, it involves him and another female. And I guess he's in jail calling this female more than once, as you will hear as the video goes on. But I want to just say this. When you are in jail, all the rights you think you have are pretty much gone. You have prisoner rights, but to have a private conversation, you can forget about that. Them calls are being recorded, just in case y'all ain't know. So you still have to be very careful what you say on the phone while you're in jail. For, the youngest who've never been and might end up going one day, don't incriminate yourself by talking on the phone. Go ahead.
And so I say this, Judge, and again, I know it seems like my client is kind of throwing up his middle finger to the court.
Oh, yeah. He is.
But Judge, I would state that this young man, I think he understands now that the court orders are serious, that the court orders him to do something, it means. So Judge, I'm just asking, I guess, for some leniency to trust that Mr. Hankey will comply. He had a $75,000 cashier bond that he was able to post to a bondsman. The only thing I can ensure that if the court were to give him a second chance, he would not violate his bond, even if the bond is a house arrest with strict conditions. So Judge, I am asking the court to reinstate his bond. And if the court is unwilling to do so, I would at least ask that his phone privileges be allowed back on to at least contact.
I'm sorry to interrupt it again. In case y'all didn't hear, they basically took away his phone privileges because he was contacting a victim. and he's asking that his phone privileges be reinstated along with his original bond.
Family. Does he ever had any contact with his family, his children?
He hasn't talked to his family
He
or his
hasn't been in
children.
contact with his dad, caretaker for. So at the very least, there's a restriction on his phone privileges to contact them.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it one more time. You lost your phone privileges, and now you're concerned that you weren't able to talk to your father and your children, but you keep calling that girl. You should have been calling that girl. You should be calling your family and the children. It's foolish to talk to the victim, because if the victim stay pissed at you, she can report you right back to Washtenaw County when you've been advised by your lawyer not to talk to the woman.
All right. Well, before I hear from the people, counsel, let me just say, you came in here the first time, and well, let me start with this. Where's our tether?
From my understanding, Judge, I thought Community Corrections still had it. I thought they had become.
He cut the tether off. We haven't seen it.
Okay.
Wow.
And I know you made the representation to the court, but I know you wouldn't have personally known that. I'm sure that came from your client or something along those lines. We don't have the tether back.
Okay.
Then, you know, and I get you're making the representation saying your client's going to follow what the court says, but I don't know if anything can be as shocking as walking into a court free. Your bond gets revoked. You get put in jail because of something that you've done, and then you still go about violating the court's order.
You don't need to stress out about car insurance. You just go to Insurify.
They can help you save money and headaches.
No spam, no calls, no fee.
I'll be honest with you, counsel. I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't have a problem giving people chances. I just don't know that this is the one to give a chance to. Because he just hasn't done anything the court's asked him to do.
Yeah, so you cut the tether off, which is the court's property, and when they catch you, and you just leave it somewhere probably, you may or may not even know where the tether is, but you go back to court hoping to get a bond, and you still have their property or are responsible for their property that you don't have.
Do. Jacinta.
Your Honor, I will rely mostly on emotion. However, in listening to his jail calls, he has 45 total calls to one number after his privileges were revoked with different pins he's using. Then to the other number, we have 23 calls that were completed since his privileges were revoked with different pins. And in one of these calls, as recently as Monday, there were a few memorable quotes that I heard in the calls, such as, "There's not shit in this world that's going to stop me from talking to you, man. Nothing in this world's stopping me from you. I don't give a fuck what nobody says about none of that. I'm going to be calling until my court date. They're not going to do shit. At the end of the day, they can't do shit. I'm going to talk to you till I can't talk to you no more. I'll be home. I'm not worried, man. I know I told you this is about to be my last call, but I'm not stopping shit. I'm not stopping nothing." And then, why stop now if they already know? So I have extreme concerns that he cannot follow court orders, considering he cut off his tether, continued flagrantly calling the victim with other pins, both numbers, acknowledging in some of the calls that he should not.
47 and 23 is you called the victim 70 times. How long has this motherfucker been in jail? Using different pins, continuously calling a victim. You called this one person 70 times. And now you want to worry about talking to your kids and your dad and the rest of your family. The world just don't work like that, y'all. This chick, you on the phone. I'm gonna say it again. You are being recorded when you talk on these damn jail phones, and you're saying that they can't do shit. They can take away your phone privileges, where you can't talk to nobody at all, and then you in court asking to get them back after you told them they can't do shit.
To not be contacting her and continue to contact her. He just cannot abide by any of the court orders that are set before him. So I have great concerns, and especially given the violent nature of this case as well.
Anything else, counsel? I mean, counsel, does your client want me to just request to the jail that they put him in solitary so that he has no contact with anyone, can't use their PIN number? If he thinks we can't do something, and if particularly you're going to look at this judge and think I can't do something, young man.
Yeah, Judge Simpson is not really the one to try.
You're going to learn a big lesson.
So I definitely don't want that. My client.
Well, he needs to, and I don't mean to interrupt you, counsel, but he needs to understand. You can say all that stuff. You are not that big, not that bad. Now, if you want to play with me, this is the kids say, mess around and find out. I guess that's not the quote, but it's close. But
it's fuck around to find out.
I did pretty good. I said it okay, right now. All right.
I guess you said it all right. You in a professional setting, and I guess you can't say fuck around and find out. Now the white lawyer repeated shit a whole bunch of times and saying that they can't do shit, but I guess he had to say that with repeating what Mr. YN was saying.
So just, if I may, just briefly, my client would like to.
Go ahead.
He already know what he gonna do.
Is pregnant by my child. I can't say that I'm not in here for nothing. You know, obviously think I am. Yeah. I just want to apologize. Like I said, I'm not forgetting that. I don't want to be here anymore. I really don't. Truly. But again, please show mercy. Please. Don't matters.
I have no problem showing mercy to those that deserve it and have earned it. You have not. Motion for bond reduction or any change is denied. This bond will continue as revoked.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, just the unfortunate part. I guess he had a few things to say to the judge. Unfortunately, there's just, and I'm really just showing this video. Let me just say this. I'm really just showing this video because the guy seems really young, and I ain't really trying to beat up on the poor guy. Shit, you do the crime, you don't have to do that time. And when you are in jail, you cannot use the phone to keep calling the victim. And then using that type of language when you're speaking to the victim. Everything is recorded. They read the letters that come in. I'm sure they read the letters that go out. So if you are in a relationship with somebody that's so volatile that you have to go to jail, you probably shouldn't be in that relationship. You see, and I'm not giving domestic abusers an excuse. Because I think it's fucked up, first of all. I don't understand coming home and wanting to fight. That should be your sanctuary. But if you got to put your hands on her, she probably ain't the one for you. If you got to come home and fight, I'm the type of person that if I got to put my hands on you, I ain't got to beg you to come back to me. I'm leaving. If you frustrated me to the point where we're fist fighting in our home, and I don't know if this was a DV incident, but it sounds like this is what it might be. If I'm wrong, I apologize. In my home, if I have to come and fight you, I don't need to be living there. So, ladies, if you're getting beat up or you feel like you got to fight when you come home, you shouldn't be there. Man, if you feel like you got to fight this chick every time you come home, you shouldn't be there. We all need to live in peace. or we'll be facing a judge just like this young man, facing this tough judge, Mr. Simpson in Washtenaw County, Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is your boy, the Sports Dr. Spock, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. You know, maybe your friends will enjoy this video too. And I am out for now. Peace.